And we welcome you into Dodgers Daily for Saturday, September 3rd. I'm so glad that you've decided to tune in. I'm Casey Porter of Dodger Poke Report. There was a lot of great action last night. Oklahoma City, they lost on a walk-off. Tulsa split their doubleheader. Brandon Lewis, wow, what a day he had. The Great Lakes Loons, they won 1-0 and down on the farm in Rancho. They hit and they hit and they hit. They got back to their ways, the way that they've been hitting as of late. So there's a lot of great action yesterday. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get right to it and let's take a trip down the farm. OKC got a great outing from Mark Washington, the big right-handed pitcher out of Lehigh, as he threw 2 scoreless innings. Washington has had 11 strikeouts in his 8 outings since August. He has really good stuff. Dodgers fans will be excited about this one. This is every pitch of Victor Gonzalez's scoreless 1-inning outing for Oklahoma City. We probably won't get through all the pitches here in this display here, but if you go to my Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, you can see every pitch of Victor Gonzalez's scoreless outing last night for Oklahoma City. He threw 14 sinkers, that's at 94-95, 5 sliders, that's at 86, and 2 changeups, that's set at 86 as well. So there you have it. If you go to my Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, you can see every pitch of Victor Gonzalez's scoreless inning last night for Oklahoma City. Michael Busch tattooed one to tie the game for Oklahoma City in the 9th inning with his 28th home run of the year. It was hit 106.5 off the bat, as you see here, and it traveled 361 very happy feet right onto the berm there at Dell Diamond for the Round Rock Express. So there you have it, Michael Busch, home run number 28. What a great day B-Lou had. Brandon Lewis, holy smokes, he went 5 for 7 in the doubleheader for the Drillers. He had 7 RBIs combined, 3 home runs, and 14 total bases. Wow, what a game. Lewis was kind enough to provide a quote for Dodger Poke about his great day. Here's what he had to say. It's always a great feeling when you can contribute like this in a win. With how long the season is, you have to know there's going to be ups and downs. We haven't been playing to our standards these last couple of weeks, but everyone in the clubhouse knows what we're capable of as a team. We're all looking forward to finishing strong and making a playoff run. So there you have it. Brandon Lewis, the big day yesterday. There's his quote. That's what he had to say about his big 5 for 7 performance, again, with 7 RBIs combined, 3 home runs, and 14 total bases, all just yesterday. Well, I really enjoyed watching Landon Knack land just about everything in his first game, or in the first game yesterday for Tulsa. He threw 3 scoreless innings. He struck out 6. This is as good, in my opinion, that Landon Knack has looked all year. He's fought some injury. He's fought some things here and there, but this, in my opinion, is the best he's looked all year. And in his last 2 outings, he has 9 Ks in 7 innings, and he's given up just 4 hits. So Landon Knack is starting to peak right now during the 2022 season. He looks very good. He is a very good 4-pitch pitcher. All 4 pitches have the potential, in my opinion, to be plus pitches, and he was on point last night. So it was good to see Landon Knack pitching very well. Leonel Valera had a huge day for the Drillers. He went 4 for 7 with a triple, home run number 15, and 4 RBIs and 9 total bases. So Leonel Valera, he has hit very well since he got promoted to Double-A Tulsa. He had another good night in the doubleheader last night for Tulsa. I like to call Alec Gamboa the artist because he paints those inside and outside corners, and he brought his paintbrush with him last night as he carved up the Naturals to the tune of 3 strikeouts, just 1 walk, and no runs. Well done, Alec. It's time to finish the year strong. The young man out of Madtown, Madera, California. He was an all-state wrestler in high school, one of the greatest athletes in the history of that area of the world, Madera, California. They call it Madtown. He is very much so loved. Alec Gamboa is in that area. So great performance last night. Going to finish the 2022 season very strong. Boy, Gus Varlin has sure been throwing well lately. You know, I've been talking to his old college coach, Mark Lunch McKenzie, and nobody knows why his nickname is Lunch. And well, actually, there's one team that knows, and it's the team, the USA team that won a medal in the Olympics here a while back, a couple of years ago. But I asked Varlin in our interview, well, why was your former coach Lunch McKenzie named Lunch? And he's like, well, he wouldn't tell us, and he won't tell anybody unless they win a national championship. So I messaged his former coach Lunch McKenzie, asked him, I said, hey, you need to hurry up and win that national title so we can all find out why your nickname is Lunch McKenzie. And he said, hey, that might happen if we win one. So Varlin had another great outing last night, a scoreless outing for the Drillers, which is his third scoreless outing in a row and seventh of his last 8. So he's pitching really well. Since the beginning of July, Varlin has had 32 strikeouts to just 6 walks. So he has put it together, and he is pitching lights out. The High A Great Lakes Loons won the most exciting game of the day in the Dodgers minor league system as Eddie Leonard hit a home run, which turned out to be the only run of the game. The Loons won 1-0 Friday evening at Dow Diamond in front of 3,651 fans. You are looking at River Ryan, who had a short but good outing. This is the time of the year where the club is trying to protect arms, so he only went 2 innings, but he did strike out 4, and since joining Great Lakes, his ERA is 1, his whip is 0.89, and he has 15 strikeouts in 9 innings pitched. So River Ryan is throwing very well, although I'm sure they have him on a pitch countdown or an innings countdown, something like that. So he only went 2 innings, but he had a very, very, very good short outing last night for Great Lakes. If you follow Dodger Poke much at all, you know that I am very high on Ben Casparis. When he is on and he has things put together, he is one of the best pitchers in the entire organization. He has some of the best stuff. Last night he went 4 innings. He gave up no runs. On 3 hits, he struck out 5 and walked 2. And like I said, when he is on, his stuff is really, really good. He is close to unhittable when he is throwing strikes and landing everything in the strike zone, pitching with confidence like he was last night. Ben Casparis, look at that ball tumble, is very, very good. Eddie Leonard hit home run number 15 on the year. He's hitting .267 on the year with an OPS of 781. I think the most impressive part of this whole entire deal, if you listen to the background, it's Maroon 5 to the home run. I love that. I'm a big Maroon 5 fan, so I enjoyed listening to that. And Leonard look at him walk around the bases. Second baseman doesn't look very impressed to the Maroon 5 as much as I am, but there you have it. Eddie's Leonard home run number 15. Boy, it sure is great to see Michael Hobbs back on the mound for the Loons. He was out from June 21st all the way until August 30th, and he is right back to his great work. This was his second outing since returning. In fact, he has not given up a run in his 2 outings. That spans 2.2 innings. His ERA on the year is 3.33. He got the win last night in the 1-0 game for the Loons. So there you have it. Michael Hobbs, very good pitcher out of St. Mary's. The Loons won 1-0 last night. This is right-hander Ryan Sablette out of Texas Tech, who was feeling the excitement of the great crowd there at Dow Diamond. You know, Sablette played at Texas Tech, and Dan Law Field, if you've ever been there, they packed that place out there in Lubbock, and it is a just electric atmosphere to play underneath. Ryan Sablette is used to that kind of atmosphere, so I'm sure when Dow Diamond put out a very, very, very good environment, he fed off of that last night. He got the last 3 outs and the save in the 9th inning to get the big win against the Captains. And check this out. Sablette has not given up a run in his last 5 outings, 10 out of his last 11, and 16 out of his last 18. So Ryan Sablette, he has been dominant. Rancho scored twice in the 8th and 4 times in the 9th to take down Inland Empire, the single-A affiliates of the Los Angeles Angels. So that was a whole lot of fun watching Rancho score all those runs to beat the Angels single-A affiliates Friday evening 8-5. You're going to find out on Dodger Poke. I am not going to miss an opportunity to brag on Taylor Young, the Louisiana Tech young man. He is one of my favorites, quickly becoming one of my favorites. He had 2 hits last night, including his second professional home run. He also scored 2 runs, had 5 total bases on the night. He has a hit streak of 8 games and an on-base streak of 19 games. My kind of player. Tough, gritty, very talented. He plays the game the right way. The young man out of Louisiana Tech, Taylor Young. Surprise, surprise, but Dalton Rushing hit his 7th home run since joining Rancho on August 1st. He also had 3 RBIs in the game, which puts him at 25 so far with the Quakes. He's hitting, check this out, .438. He's hitting, Dalton Rushing is, with an OPS of 1285. So still waiting to see if he gets that promotion up to High A Great Lakes so he can help the Loons in the playoff run. Benoni Robles had a great outing for Rancho, going 4.2 innings. He gave up just 1 run. He struck out 3. You can have a good look if you go to my Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook at the 21-year-old out of the Dominican Republic, Benoni Robles. I'm glad that you tuned in to Dodgers Daily for Saturday, September 3rd. I hope that you tune in tomorrow. I also hope that you visit DodgerPokeReport.com or visit Dodger Poke on all the social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok. I also hope that you go to your podcast streaming service of your choice and you become a subscriber to our podcast, Dodgers Daily. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like, give it a comment, and tell all your friends about it so we can keep providing you content like this in the future. As always, thanks for tuning in, and go Dodgers.